Hello everyone, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Sorry it's been a while since I've done these. My last video, the volume kinda got screwed over, so now I have to record all over again. But I'm going to start where I left off, because that is the way things are done around here, folks, and whatnot. Go! At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more.
This is starting to remind me of that episode of My Little Pony where Rainbow Dash was in the hospital. But continue.
I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands.
I'm so naked, I'm ashamed! No!
But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from one another, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Indeed, Doctor Who references. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry.
Oh, depression. So much depressions that they make me sad.
Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. Oh gosh, not the doctor! No! Stay away from me, you cleaver bird! No! He seems excited, but not very. Well, that's a good thing. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. My papa's a cardiologist. Lovely. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. Why does it sound like he's going to profess his love for me? He casually sits down to me, puts his arm around my shoulder and pulls me in close, and whispers sweet nothings in my ear. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Oh man, he is going to confess!
Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I think you look particularly lovely.
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now. With some precautions, you should be fine. I will stalk you all over the place, my love. You will not escape me. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expressions turned wooden as he reads it quickly. Oh no, Papa, what is on it? What is on it?
So many!
I take it from his hand and take a look for myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I tried to read them, but it's so futile. It's futile!
Resistance is futile, my dearest friends.
I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life? Every day?
I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, So I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years.
Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have been better if he hadn't said anything at all.
Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school.
No! I want to go to school, sir! I want to go to school so badly! You can't make me stop going!
What?
Please calm down, Isao.
Wait. No, this is my purport, not the doctor.
Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say.
Calm down? The way he says it, it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored.
We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision.
Oh man, so you are going to move in with me. Stay away from me, you creepazoid.
At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer.
I get to be a transfer student just like Sakuya? How lovely, I can be all snobby and stuff too, and I can become the president. Because of nepotism, and that'll be lovely.
It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What? Am I?
It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point.
Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I really aren't able to homeschool you.
Darn it, Father, why can't you homeschool me, you lazy jerkhole?
We went out there and had a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. He lied.
It looks like I really don't have a choice.
Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
This is an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity.
Well, you should be excited at a chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it is not the same one...
A special school? That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down.
It's not what you think. All the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. Good job at trying to make me feel better, Dad, but it's not working. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help. One way or another. One way or another. Okay.
Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability.
Got that right, Doctor. I do believe in that.
One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate.
I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now.
What? Be optimistic, character. We can still lead a normal life. You'll see, we'll have a great time at our new school. I believe.
It's funny. I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring. But now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is, I know now it's futile.
Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated.
I look around the room, feeling very tired of all of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different.
Can I give you a teddy bear? Would that make you feel better?
Ah!
There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school... What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try.
Yes! Let us try, character. Let us go out and try and do our best for our popsums and mumsy and just try to do the best we can. I believe in us.
A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start. And my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just rein myself into thinking something like that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
Yes! Let us try and move forward. Optimism and whatnot. It's a good thing. Aw, look at me. I'm a handsome chap.
Act 1. Life expectancy.
I hope to have a long life expectancy of sorts. Hopefully. Oh, look at the pretty gate! Oh, man.
The gate looked far too pompous for what it is. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so.
Darn you, gate, and your fanciness! You perplex me!
Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole. That didn't feel welcoming at all.
I don't know, it doesn't look that cold. It's not like we're entering a prison or something, it's fancy looking.
I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no.
Yeah, I'd have to agree about that.
Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long.
But why? We could just fascinate ourselves with how amazing this gate is, how ornate it is, its structure and whatnot. We could just do that for the rest of the game. It'd be so exciting. Gate Simulator 3000!
So I entered through it with a brisk pace. That felt surprisingly good.
Brisk pace, away we go, tra-la-la-la-la and whatnot.
Moving forward feels good.
Indeed.
So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with a brisk pace.
We are going so briskly I have to say it twice.
I'm alone, so my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me.
There's somebody waiting for me? I hope it's a hot female since I'm a man and stuff. Or maybe an attractive male companion of sorts.
Anyway.
The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green.
It's not easy being green.
It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school should have. More like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees, and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all other park-like things.
Look at all the park-like things! It's amazing!
Words like clean and hygienic pop into the mind. It makes me shudder.
Shudder, shudder.
I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. This is your new life. You have to take it as it comes.
Indeed. Let us move forward and upwards and onwards.
That's what I tell myself. A few buildings loom behind, and leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head. It doesn't feel like one. I wonder if this feeling is real, or caused by my expectations for a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish that there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something.
Allow me to anchor myself to you, good sir! I'm never letting you go now. You will be my travel companion. We will go on magical time adventures with the Doctor through the TARDIS and space-time continuum. I'm really getting off track here. Sorry about that.
Tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension.
Alice in Wonderland!
The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention.
So, man, we are poets, man. We're just describing everything. Descriptions and whatnot.
It makes me think about the hospital again, how they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery?
Well, like I said, it's not easy being green. That's why the anxiety is creeping upon you. Kermit the Frog and whatnot ellipses.
Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me.
Oh my gosh, we entered birdie school! No!
It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life, I could return to. But still, after entering, there's absolutely no way I could go back anymore.
It's impossible to turn around and go through that gate. I just can't motivate myself to walk through it. We're trapped forever. There's no way out.
Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I open the front door. Creak!
It's not easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves.